Our dreams have come true here on Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Drake Maye, you are a New England Patriot. Welcome into the show. I am Harrison Graham. The NFL Draft rolls along, and a lot of trade chatter. You wondered if Eliot Wolf would trade down, but ultimately he sticks and picks Drake Maye, our number 2 quarterback here at Chat Sports. My number 2 quarterback, also Tom Downey, our lead draft analyst as well. He's got the size. He's got the physical tools. He's got the upside. I just think this was too good of an opportunity for New England to not take Drake Maye here. There was some J.J. McCarthy buzz, but ultimately, I think this is the right pick. I've said it all along. I think only Caleb Williams is the better QB prospect in this draft. So now you've got your guy. You know, we'll see how fast they speed him along. Is he a guy you want to rush and play week 1? I don't think you have to force the issue. You've got Jacoby Brissett. We'll talk about some different scenarios that could come into play when it comes to Drake Maye. But right now, I'm just fired up that the Patriots made the right choice and selected the North Carolina gunslinger. Grade the pick, A, B, C, D, or F. Drake Maye to New England. How would you grade this one? Pluses and minuses are available. I'm going to go A+. When you get the second best QB, third off the board, I think it's got to be considered a high grade. Obviously, we're projecting. We don't know how these players will play, but go ahead and grade the pick of Drake Maye out of North Carolina to New England with an A, B, C, D, or F. Now, there's certainly some things he's going to have to clean up, and I do think that I don't want to use the word project because I don't think he was that. He did too many good things fairly consistently through 2 years as a starter to call him a project. This isn't Anthony Richardson, but there are things he has to clean up. I think the accuracy waned a little this year because he got lazy with his footwork. The decision-making at times was questionable. I understand all that, but this is a guy that's played a lot of football, 2 full years of starting now, and when it looks good, it looks really good. Like, arguably the best in this class. I mean, there's a reason he's gotten comps to Justin Herbert and Josh Allen because he's got those physical tools. And I think he was a better prospect than for sure Allen coming out. And honestly, maybe even Herbert as well. Herbert, for different reasons, was kind of handicapped at Oregon, just like Drake Maye was a little bit at North Carolina. His limitations coming out of North Carolina due to offensive coordinators changing, wide receiver play not being that good, poor offensive line at times. But his ability to make all the throws in the pocket, both with touch and velocity, and I think the most underrated and underappreciated part of his game is how mobile he is, both as a runner and a scrambler, and just keeping plays alive and then delivering the football downfield. When your biggest downside is trying to do too much, and I do think that is, other than some footwork stuff, but I think that's just technical things you can clean up with good coaching. That's a good thing. I would rather have to coach over-aggressiveness slightly out of a quarterback than to try and push my quarterback, like, hey, take a chance every once in a while. Like, Drake Maye will take chances. Like, there is no doubt about it. He's got some Brett Favre in him. Again, you just got to find that balance of knowing when to make those decisions and to take chances downfield because often when he does, it works out pretty darn well. Now, we've got you covered with the best Patriots draft coverage here on YouTube. We at Chat Sports will have analysis of every single Patriots pick throughout the NFL draft, so do not miss out on that. We'll have draft grades every single day as well. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications. Let's continue to grow this show and try to get to 11,000. Now, what allowed Drake Maye to be the pick for New England was, well, what happened before? Jaden Daniels, number 2 overall pick. It seemed like Washington kind of locked this in Monday or Tuesday of this week that they were going to go there kind of this past week, and there was chatter. Maybe he wants to go somewhere else badly enough that Washington would pivot, but kind of felt like things got ironed out in that regard. So kind of a chalky start to this draft with Caleb Williams to the Bears, number 1, Jaden Daniels to the Commanders, number 2, and now Drake Maye, number 3, to New England, which kind of really makes the next few picks very interesting to see. Do the Vikings trade up? Does Arizona go chalk here with Marvin Harrison Jr.? We'll, of course, see how that all plays out. We'll discuss more on New England, maybe look ahead to some future picks as well. But hey, let's talk about Game Time. Our sponsor here at Patriots Today, we appreciate them for sponsoring our draft coverage here this evening. And listen, this is the time to get out of your house and go have some fun, right? Why? Celtics are in the playoffs. Bruins are in the playoffs. You got the Red Sox a few weeks into their season. And if you want to get the best prices available for the lowest prices guaranteed, Game Time is the app for you. And what I like about Game Time, they give you flash sales, zone deals, especially day of event. They're trying to put butts in seats. You might wake up, hey, the Celtics play in a few hours. Go check out Game Time. You might get a ticket for $50 off sometimes, 20% off. They're going to offer all kinds of deals. You can check out upcoming games. You can check out different sections of the stadium, figure out what the best bang for your buck is. And we got a deal for you when you download the app, create an account, use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. So get out and about, have some fun with your life, and go into sporting events, concerts, comedy shows. All that stuff is fun. And unfortunately, you got to buy your tickets online, and Game Time makes it a lot easier for you than other ticketing services do. Go check it out. It is Game Time. Link is in the comments and in the description to download the app today. Create your account and use promo code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Lowest price guaranteed. Last minute tickets. Go get started. Okay, Drake Maye. Again, coming to New England, which, the debate was, do you go quarterback at 3 or do you trade down for a haul, start filling other needs? I still think you can get what you want done in this draft. Now, are you going to have every need filled on your football team at a high level for 2024? Probably not, but I think if we're being realistic here, this is probably a 2-year project, right? Like, make some strides with young players this year. Defense will still be good, and then 2025, you're hoping to be more of a playoff caliber team. But regardless, you can't get to where you want to go if you don't have the quarterback. I think Patriots fans know better than anyone that is true. Why? Because they had one for 20 years, and for 4 they have not. And so now you're hoping Drake Maye is that guy. Brought him in here. What do they do with the other 7 picks? They coming up at 34. Do you trade back into round 1, something we explored earlier today as a possibility for an offensive tackle or for a wide receiver? Could you use that pick to try and make a trade for a different receiver, depending on what happens with some of the players out there? Do you stay at 34? Do you trade back from 34, depending on how the board falls? The good news is the Patriots have a lot of ammunition here, and they could go in a lot of different directions. So I'm excited to see what Eliot Wolf and Jerod Mayo kind of do moving forward. You get the quarterback. Now it's about building the roster around him. And offensive tackle and wide receiver are 2 positions in the spotlight. A, just in general in this draft, but B, for the Patriots, as those are clear areas of need. So who should the Patriots draft next? Drop a name for us down in the comments below. Who would you like to see them go out and get for either Drake Maye in this offense or on the defensive side? I think unless there's just some crazy drop for a top defensive player, you want to go offense at least with your next pick. So drop a name down below on this video. I'm just excited that Drake Maye is a Patriot. I've been pushing this for a couple of months. I think he's better than Jaden Daniels, who went to Washington. I think the upside is more than justified, I should say, to go ahead and make this pick. I'm sure some trade offers were enticing, but at the end of the day, unless it was absolutely overwhelming, sticking and taking Drake Maye was always the right decision. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. More analysis to come throughout the NFL Draft. Also, last-minute plug here. If you want to watch pick-by-pick analysis, go check out Chat Sports. They are live for every single pick right now.